Hi, my name is Caleb Kuros, and the topic that I will be talking about today is about police and their abuse of power. If you are not sure already, abuse of power or abuse of authority in the form of official misconduct is the commission of an unlawful act done in official capacity which affects the performance of official duties. And to kind of dumb it down is basically when an officer who is basically the authority um, does an unlawful act or goes against the law and does something against the law because they don't think that any repercussions will happen or that they won't get in trouble just because they are the authority. And that's basically what abuse of power is. And there's a bunch of people or a bunch of police officers that do it today, even that get caught a bunch of times doing it as well, which is sad. There are new cases every day of police officers who either wrongfully arrested someone based on their assumptions, and police officers beating up people and even pulling out guns on citizens who are unarmed. As you can see in the picture on the right, is exactly what is happening. There seems to be a citizen who is on the ground. I'm not sure what he's done, but as you can see, there's two police officers already on top of him, hitting him with looks like a baton. And obviously that's not right. They could easily just turn him over, try to, use some type of their own force with their hands or something. They don't have to use any weapons and try to arrest the man, but instead they're using weapons and hitting this man who's on the ground, who obviously doesn't look like he's causing any harm to them. Another sad but true fact about police abuse of power and police brutality today even is that they seem to be all racially driven and seem to aim towards young African American males. As you can see in the picture towards the right is famous case of Eric Gardner, who was unfortunately passed away because of the cop who's laying on him choked him out during an arrest, and while he said he couldn't breathe, the officer still decided to choke him, and unfortunately he passed away because of this. And there are many cases today of young African American males that this happens to. Here are some cartoons of police brutalities and abuse of power. As you can see, the one on the bottom left talks about how there's obviously the woman is not resisting at all, but police officers still decide to try to beat the woman and say that she's resisting even when she's not, which happens a lot today, as you can see in social media. And then on the right is just a bunch of protesters trying to stop police brutality, and police try to stop that with more police brutality, which is not right. Lastly, here are some hashtags that help describe more police brutality and police abuse of power. Thank you.